Howdy y'all, Q here. Today we're going to be comparing the Ibanez Tube Screamer to two Ibanez Dirtbox deep cuts, the SH7 and the SM7. Let's get to it.
If you made it this far, welcome to the Q Show. Gonna learn a thing, it's probably in the title.
So let's offer a quick explanation for this video. Why are we comparing a Tube Screamer which has like nothing in common with the other two pedals? I'm a bit of a caveman. When I see an Ibanez Dirt anything, all I can think is, how does it compare to a Tube Screamer? I guess I'm just not better than that. But I feel like, jokes aside, it's a great frame of reference. Like, kind of everyone knows what a Tube Screamer sounds like, and I can't go over to your house and plug this into your rig, so I can add something to the rig that's extremely familiar so that you get a bit of a frame of reference for these guys. So we got a Tube Screamer. I have it set up very high gain. I'm gonna give some brief explanations of features on the pedals. I'll be doing a more deep dive in another video, and we'll just kind of explore what they have to offer. Off we go. First things first, clean tone. It's very clean, so we can let the pedals speak for themselves. Tube Screamer. Tube Screamer. It sounds like a Tube Screamer. MIDI. Got that mid hump. It's got a flattering compression to it that makes it great for running into other things. Moving on to our first deep cut. Well, I guess this one's not so deep. Smash Box. This guy, this sounds to me a little bit like a Super Distortion kind of, but it does have some other things going on that the Super doesn't. Besides the obvious EQ. Let's hear it. So as you can hear, it's got not too much low end, but like a nice chunk going for it. The EQ is, the high EQ is pretty extreme. The low EQ has more to give, but I feel like if you push it too far, it kind of starts superseding what the pedal's good at. Drive is drive, level is level. The edge switch kind of reins in that high a little bit. In my current rig, I feel like it kind of neuters the pedal a little bit. Otherwise, I could see in a really bright rig it being incredibly helpful because this is really high gain, so you definitely want to be able to control that fizz. The void switch on both of these pedals is a gate, which is pretty cute, especially with a pedal like this. Check it out. Like there's definitely, you can kind of hear that. Nice if it's just not there. So enter the void switch. Guess it sends your sounds into the void. Very spooky. All right, moving on. We got our next pedal, which I originally thought was kind of funny because of the sound it makes, and there was that show in the 90s called Seventh Heaven. But it's actually a really cool pedal. This one, despite looking very similar and having a similar form factor, actually sounds completely different. It's a little sludgier. Doesn't really have the chug factor that the Smash Box offers, but it is good at what it's good at, so let's hear this one. And then just so you can hear how it doesn't really offer any transient. So it's a little bit more sludgy for sure. The mode knob offers a mid scoop on switch 2. That is in my opinion, unbelievably era specific. I don't think many people are trying to sound like that these days. But the Mode 1 to me has a very pleasant mid growl. Lows and highs, very similar to the other one, although I'm sure they're EQ'd, I'm sure they're set up differently with the EQ. This pedal was supposed to be designed for a 7-string or like any detuned instrument, hence the 7th. And you can hear kind of the beginnings of that when you do like a low, like the lowest fourths on the guitar. Like, all things considered, it's taking that super well. That's a very muddy frequency for most pedals to deal with that are this high gain. So I'm sure it would handle a detuned pedal super well. And maybe I'll feature that one day. But for today, I feel like I want to compare all of these with your typical standard tuned instrument. I feel like that's going to be applicable to most people. And my detuned guitar is not finished yet. And there we have it. What did you think? Hopefully this guide was kind of helpful to you guys. With any luck, if I can save you a purchase, awesome. If I inspire you to buy one of these, even better. I think they're pretty cool. I'm really big on getting the most of what you have already. With the gear I already have, I feel like I could have already approximated these two pedals pretty well. But they're good enough at what they do that I probably am going to hold on to them. I think they're cute. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm Q. And this was The Q Show.